What you see behind me is a 1966 Mustang. It came out a 6-cylinder car with a 3-speed in the floor. Someone has put a V8 in it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this car running and drive it 450 miles back home to Buckeye, Arkansas. One of our first attempts at driving a car back. So let's get to work on it. Gotta go get some tools over there. You know, on second thought, since I got my truck and trailer already here, I don't know what I'm gonna do about getting it back home. So just forget about that driving it back home 450 something miles. We're only 3 miles from the house. I bought this car 3 miles from my house. Didn't know I could buy it, but I did. So we're gonna load her up on the trailer after we get some tires on it, take it back to Buckeye and see what we can do with it. Let's go. Has a little bit of rust down on the lower quarter, the lower part of the fender, but the door looks good, and below the door that looks good. The I don't know if that's been fixed before or not, but you can see the bubbles coming up around it. I did clean the junk out of the inside of it so you could see it a little better. Looks pretty decent back there. The seat looks okay. Even the front seats, you know, they got a little rip here and there. It's got 140 mile an hour speedometer. Padded dash. It is a 3-speed in the floor, and I see the clutch is on the floor over there, so don't know what's going on with that. This was a repaint, you can tell. I don't know who fixed it, who repainted it. It's not too bad. I mean, I've seen a lot worse The trunk looks good. And it shuts good. The old Mustang gas cap. This hadn't had gas put in it in a while. What do you think? That pan down at the bottom looks good. Looks like it's supposed to. And the back bumper looks good, and all this around the tail lights. And I got a bunch of parts. But they're not rusted out on this side as much. That's not rusted at all. And it don't start till right about here, getting a little bit of rust on it. Well, that's not really too bad. And both of them's got cracks right there. I did notice some rust right here. That's in the door. But that's fixable because it's not rusted out into the bottom. Hey, look at those speakers back there. This was a 6-cylinder car, and I even banged on the back floors and banged on the front floors, and I don't see any rust holes. I can't feel any underneath there when I stick my arm up under there. So this might be a pretty solid car up underneath. Won't know more, won't know anything until we get it up on a jack and crawl under it. There's a little bit of bubblage right there. But other than that, the fender looks pretty decent. Looks like all the glass is good. Now the motor, let's get up here to this part. I did try to turn it over. It'll turn about 3-4 inches and stop. Turn it back 3-4 inches and it stops. Don't know if the engine's any good. I'm just guessing. She said it was good. It was running when they started tearing it down. Okay, there's the clutch lever. None of that stuff's hooked up, okay? Fender has been taken loose for some reason. Don't know why. Okay, let's show you back here. I got these little bumper guards for the front. This one brace goes under the hood. No, I got 2 braces. I got the pulley, I got the clutch arm. I got this part. I got that part. Nuts, bolts, alternator. I got the wiring harness, fan belt coil. It's a lot of work. I think I'll just let somebody else do all that. Somebody has a idea what they want to do with this. I don't know. I might try to get the engine running. But as far as working on anything else, as far as putting it back on the road, you can put more money into a car than you can ever get out of it. Oh, I forgot about this. There's the grill. And an extra wheel. I got in a bit of a hurry. Started working on this thing before I realized I wasn't videoing it. So anyway, I got the wheel off of it. Had to loosen up on the brake, get the drum off. All the brakes are probably going to have to be replaced. Even though they look good, they're no telling how old. Okay, that one's done. Gotta get the other one on the other side. Meanwhile, 2 hours later. 2 hours later, this is what I had to do. You know, something simple like the other side, I got it off in like 15 minutes beating on it. Haven't started on the front yet. Don't know what's going to happen there. But just thought I'd show you this. Time to move on to something else. It's another day, and we have the red Mustang in here now. We're going to pull the plugs out of it. I poured some oil and transmission fluid and a little bit of this, a little bit of that down inside the carburetor. All right, let's get to work. Man, some of those spark plugs are going to be tough. I can see that already. See what these things look like. Ooh, oil burners. That tells me right there. See these tips on the spark plugs? Spark plugs here. You could buy these tips a long time ago. I don't know if you can still get them or not. But they're oil burning tips. You screw them on the end of the spark plugs. That even makes the spark plug longer. That much longer. So that makes it even harder to get out. That's why I said it looks pretty tough. Like it's going to be hard to get out. That is a sign of a weak engine. If you got oil burner tips on them, it means you burned oil in this motor. So this motor may not be worth the flip. Even if it did turn over, it's probably trashed. There's another oil burner. These have been on there a long, long time. That looks pretty clean. Inside the engine doesn't look bad either. Now these things here I'm taking off, these extended screw things. Those were real popular back in the 70s when I was a teenager. They were okay for some cars if you had room, but really they were a pain in the butt sometimes. Especially the wire loom holders like I'm taking off right now. I'll show you here in a second. See? Those were chrome and those were beautiful, and these were chrome and these were beautiful. Okay, I've got the valve cover ready to come off. We're not going to worry about those valve cover gaskets. This side here looks clean. That really don't mean nothing because the lifters could have lost their prime. Now, we'll take the spark plugs out of it. And hope it'll turn over. Now this one's oily and sooty. It's okay. Okay, here we go. Nope. Locks up right there. Okay, I'm going to say that this motor, if it did turn over, it would probably need overhauling. So we're just going to go ahead and pull it out and go from there. Okay, we're going to take some of this special cleaning fluid I've mixed up. It's called soap and water. And we're going to kind of wipe down everything so we can clean it with cleaner. Good morning again. We're going to take the hood off of it so we can see a little better and get in there and maybe take some bolts loose, try to get that motor and transmission ready to come out of this thing. I'm going to mark the hood, by the way. And my finger. And my shirt. I'm going to mark it all. But I marked the hood so I'll know exactly where the hood hinge is supposed to mate to the hood. When I put the hood back on, it's already marked and it'll close up better. If you don't do it, there's a million different ways that you can turn that hood, twist it, and slide it. So it's better to do it this way in the beginning before you do anything. That's what we're going to do. That's pretty much it. That is a nice hood. I bet if you went to buy that hood, you'd probably pay $400 or $500 for it. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I can see clearly now, the hood is gone. Somebody's already took the bolts off the manifold. Where the exhaust pipe fits the manifold. We'll get as many as we can with this. Something interesting just happened. This has been welded before. And it's cracked there, and of course it was cracked there. So that is garbage. It's not even worth saving. The rest of them we're going to have to get with a wrench. It's cracked too, so it's no good. Okay, my brother Flash is here with us today. We got the exhaust pipes out from the red Mustang. I can't believe we took those out. Look how long those things are. And we've got the transmission shifter loose. Got the drive shaft out. Motor support bolts are loose. It's ready to come out of there. We got the starter out. Got the cherry picker. So all we got to do is just hook a chain onto it. I don't trust those little bitty bolts. I could put the plate on it, but I don't know What do you think, Flash? You want to put the plate on it?
If you got a plate for all 4 boats, it'll pull it.
Well, we'll see here.
If you ain't got one for all 4 boats, it ain't gonna work.
Got this one right here. It looks like those might.
They'll work.
Because it ain't going to be that heavy with the...
No. You'd be surprised what them boats hold. That's all you got here anyway. You know what?
Right.
It ain't like Chevrolet. Chevrolet's got 3/8 boats. These here, 3/8 boats. These here got 5/16 for the hold the manifold out.
Yep. Look at there.
Look at there, look at there. I always wish I had one there.
Hey, you don't have to tighten them all down. Just get about 2 threads. Two threads and take a chance because we live on the edge, folks.
Rule of thumb is the thickness of that nut, when that comes up through there, that's all you need. It ain't gonna
Basically,
make no
yeah.
difference. It ain't gonna make no difference. You tighten it up 100 rounds and have that much bolt sticking through it. It's all gonna be the same. Chevrolet ain't that way, boys. But this ain't no Chevrolet. This is one of them fix or repair dailies. Ready?
Yep.
I'm moving that thing out. So we can- Look at her, there ain't no motorsport boats on this side. Did you take them out?
No.
Is that one got them in there?
Yeah, I guess. No? Oh, I took them out. Yeah, I took these out.
Oh, okay, we didn't have to take them both out.
Oh, I didn't take these out, though.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I didn't take those out.
I thought you did.
No, I was just sitting down in there with it. Out with the Ford and in with the LS.
Now go back till it touches.
Yeah, we're gonna put an LS motor in this thing, guys. I bet it'd be bad with an LS motor, wouldn't it?
All right.
I don't know if I get up off of this thing with it. He's gonna fall or is he gonna stay there?
Get off of it. Just put your foot on it. Take your foot off it. Oh yeah. All right. We don't want to be mashing down on this. I don't know what kind of these Mustangs have got in them, but they're not heavy duty.
No, they're not.
They just look, they like.
Okay. I get this, you get that. Okay.
Good?
Yep.
All right. Right. the more you let it down, we'll have to get on there and ride it. Watch your fingers.
Look how little that motor looks. That motor over there looks big. Wide compared to this one. Okay, we're going to try to start this motor up. This is a motor I got in an old car one time. Don't know if it's any good, but that would fit right down in the Mustang. So much better with the C4 transmission. We're going to check the transmission too, see if it's any good. Old Flash there, he's trying to wire it up for me. That carburetor is that cheap Chinese carburetor we had on the LTD. That distributor is this cheap Chinese distributor I just ordered. So, cross your fingers. Let's see if this thing will run.
Ready, brother man? Turn that time just a little bit. You ready? Turn the time a little bit the other way, the other way. See, just about.
Go ahead. Gas coming out?
Yes, it's coming out to the pipe, but go ahead. Ready? Ready?
Ready. Now it will flip over in the floor.
You ready?
Ready. Okay. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for this week's video. You'll see more of the Mustangs later. We might put an engine in that one. We don't know what we're going to do exactly right now. Might have a 6-cylinder in it. Might have a V8 in it. I figure it's going to have automatic. But you'll see more of that one. You'll see also more of this one. And I'm going to say, well, the old clock on the wall, the sun in the sky, says it's time for us to get on out of here. So we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Thanks to my subscribers. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you very much, guys, gals. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day and God bless.